Welcome. Thank you for being here. We have a little of a hybrid video together today. We have a little bit of a healing, but mostly the flow of words and seeing where they take us. We are in Mercury and Venus retrograde. There's a lot of reflections that I'm having, a lot of look backs, and that's expected. There's a lot of different cycles that work with Venus. There's the 8-year cycle, there's the 584-day cycle for Venus. And so I'm looking back at the past few years. I'm looking back at the work that I'm offering here and that I've offered in the shapes of sessions and classes and teachings. And I wanted to say a few things. And I hope that you enjoy this and that maybe there's a few things that you learn from it, or a few unfoldings. I'm a Reiki healer, I'm a Reiki master teacher. I offer energy healing, and this is not my background. If you're for the first time here, I'm a journalist, I'm a photographer, and a few years ago I left all of my career to focus on this, to focus on expressing the message that we have psychic abilities, that humans and actually the entire world, the entire living world is connected through psychic gifts that we all have and that we could all tune into. Just like we pick up a guitar and we learn and we train, and then we can play the guitar, right? And for me, learning Reiki was wonderful. I believed it was only for people with gifts, and then I actually learned it, and it was my passion to be like, I'm gonna teach that to others, because the practice of sensing energy and of being able to move energy through my body helped me to feel cared for, soothed, empowered, and parenting myself. And this allowed me to connect more and more to this divine reality, the collective and accessible divine reality that we seem to have forgotten. And we can understand that it's all a world of vibration and frequencies, and so for me to enter this world and to see that it's real, everyone can do it. I've proved that by attuning hundreds of people through my Reiki school. And all of those people have now the abilities throughout their repeated practice and the knowledge that I shared with them to be able to understand, to sense, to care for themselves in the moment of, and to care for their loved ones, for their family members, their friends, their plants, if they decided to do this. And it's beautiful. And recently I was listening to the telepathy tapes, and that connected me deeper and deeper into this accessible reality where we can connect. We understand that we are one. We are one together, and that doesn't mean that we're uniform and all the same. It just means we're united, we're all connected. Like trees are all connected at the roots, and they help each other. And that type of society, that type of community is something that I deeply resonate with, that I've exposed in so many different videos on my YouTube. Tree by tree, a forest, a collective. All of this has been beautiful and healing and has repaired my heart, and it continues to light a fire under me to keep going, to keep sharing those little moments, reflections, videos, ceremonies and experiences that I've been doing here and on Patreon, as well as my website. And you can check those out and you can feel for yourself, like through a video, you're able to feel and receive energies. You can try it now. You can pause this video and select any one of my other videos, and maybe you'll witness it. Maybe you'll feel a warmth, maybe you'll feel emotional, maybe you'll see that your mental space and your thoughts are changing. And that is beautiful to witness when it's videos. Today I wanted to talk about sessions. I offer sessions, and I've done sessions on people for years now. Week after week, we experience miracles. Like, I tend to downplay Reiki because maybe it didn't feel safe enough to talk about what energy healing. I'm using the word Reiki because that's the one that most people know. Reiki is the Japanese word, the Japanese practice for energy healing, but energy healing is universal. It exists throughout all countries, all civilizations. Energy healing is one accessible to all, to be on the receiver's end or on the healer's side of the table, let's say. I've had such wonderful results from sessions with my clients, and it's only recently that I started making a list of all the feedback that I've received, really taking in that we've done that together, that they've been able to be in a space where I facilitated that, but their body, their energy healed themselves through making conscious the unconscious, through talking about it with someone, through deciding that they were ready to heal that part of themselves, that they were ready to be seen in this light and to receive love and to love themselves. And through that list, I was like, this is not part of the public sphere. Like, I haven't heard many people talk about it online, about how powerful Reiki is. Like, we see a lot of videos, a lot of people offer Reiki healing, and when you take in a video, when you receive healing from a video, it's not the same as having a session, of course. It's not going to be the same intensity because it was not made specifically for you, but for a collective or for a universal life theme. But when you come in and receive healing, and I've received a lot of energy healing because I have to take care of myself as much as taking care of other clients. And I've received healing from both myself, from my guides, from my teachers, from other practitioners. And it would be healthier to go in a session without any expectations, just with conscious intentions of what you would like to explore, you know, deciding, okay, I would love to focus on peace, on inner peace, or maybe loving myself a little bit more. No expectations. But there's still something that happens, and I'm not plugging myself or plugging sessions. I'm really just showcasing and highlighting energy healing, which is something that a lot of people do, you know, which will be the case, like those types of beautiful happenings will be the case with many practitioners, the real ones. From like seeing someone that has had pain in their shoulder for 10 years, spending 90 minutes with me and telling me later on that it's fully gone, like that pain is gone, because we were able to see what was the energy there, what was the pain there, what was the knot, and the healing, talking, exploring, receiving answers, channeled answers, guidelines on how to heal that problem. Now that problem is gone. There's a woman who kept falling. She kept having vertigo-like experiences where she just kept falling, and she kept going through all the tests, all the Western medicine tests, and they didn't know what it was. They just didn't know. They could not find a solution for her. So no medication, nothing except, you know, being careful as much as possible. And after a session with me, they went again to the hospitals, ran for the same test, and this time they directly knew what it was, which nothing had changed except the energy healing session. Now they knew what it was, and now that person was treated. I work a lot with animals. I'm able to see problems that they can't necessarily communicate to their humans. So I do animal communication, I do Akashic Records channeling in the same session as the energy healing. And so I have questions, I receive answers, I'm being guided, I'm being told from the animals or from the Akashic Records, from the guides of the animal, what to say back to their humans or the vet. And it's just so wonderful that we live in a world where this is real. Like, this is real, this is available, this can help. That's like, you can be helped to move on from the difficulty of life and from the suffering that you have, and to find more peace. And it's not the end all be all. Obviously, we have to work through other modalities and maybe more of Western medicine. But it's wonderful to know that this option exists and that it can truly yield results, and that it's real. I just get amazed every day at the type of connection that I now have with my body. After COVID, I had burnout, and I've started developing health problems that I never had. It's also entering my 30s. And now I'm really, through the exploration of not being able to, maybe like control my body or be in control of the situation, and just doing what's best and learning what's best and exploring all modalities. Traditional Chinese medicine helped me changing my nutrition and changing my habits. It has helped so much, and now it doesn't mean that my body is perfectly healed, but when those things happen, I'm able to listen, I'm able to be in love and in acceptance, and I'm able to do what I can to support my body, maybe to rest a little bit more. And I don't know, it just feels like I've learned a lot through those few years. And I just wanted to say that Reiki is truly, energy healing is truly beautiful, and that us, humanity, we have access to psychic abilities that could truly transform the world that we live in. Because Reiki, what is Reiki? Reiki is connecting to universal life force energy. It's connecting to this benevolent cosmos. It's connecting to Mother Earth. It's connecting to a flux. It's connecting to love. It's connecting to the frequency of love, of service, of benevolent energies, of divine will, of divine love, of divine wisdom. All of the truest psychic paths that happen, it always redirects you into love. It always redirects you into this world is alimented by love. And we live in a planet where right now this is very distorted, and we're all running and trying to get love, which we quantify as, money and success and admiration and followers or power. We're all trying to receive love, to get love, and we're trying it in all the most distorted ways. If we all worked on those psychic gifts, no matter the intention, we're always going to end up in the same result, which is love. If you go back to the center, if you don't get sucked in by your own ego or your pride or your desire for power, then naturally you're going to go towards integration of polarities. You're going to go towards becoming one with the whole, with the cosmos, and that is always love. That is always, always, always love. And that's why it's interesting when, and that would create a more beautiful society. This is not about ascension to the 5D. It's truly just, we could create a world that benefits everybody, for the highest good of everybody, and not just the selected few. It could make us see that animals are literally just like us. Plants, trees, flowers, they're just like us. They're conscious beings. Everything is conscious, and everything is another variety of love. And it's just so beautiful to be in this reality where you remember and you experience, because this is all about the experience. It's not about belief. You don't have to believe anything I say. I'm just going to say, please go try to experience anything. Go and try it. Don't discard it. Go experience it. And if it doesn't work for you, then it's not your resonance. It's not your thing, and it's not your truth, which is fine. And you go on with, your highest discernment. I'm just really, really, really thankful, very, very grateful for every one of you watching, for everyone that has ever been on my path, for every person that ever booked a session with me. I'm very grateful for my Patreon members that help me continue this work. And I'm just so, so, so grateful for my Akashic records showing me the way. I'm grateful for my guides, and I'm grateful for my awakening years ago, because my life has transformed, and it will keep on transforming. We will keep on changing. I will change my mind. I will change, we will always shift and transform and have a metamorphosis. That's a constant. We're always going to change. But I just wanted to capture this moment where I feel so much gratitude. I'm so happy in my present anchoring. And happy is not even the right word. I feel so centered at the right moment, at the right place, and neutral. There's not like this elevated joy or this sadness, because I have all of my emotions, all of my past emotions as well. But in this core moment, I remember that we are love. I remember that everything is made out of love, and that we are just experiencing a distortion of love because fear is here, because lack is here. But when you remember that you are loved, you're breaking out all the veils that are around you and not allowing you to receive that love. Because the divine, the cosmos, the universe is always pouring love into you. Because you are the universe, you are the divine. So how can we remove those veils, those constructs, those programs that are stopping us from receiving that flow? Thank you for listening to me. Now, I wanted to do a little experience, but honestly, I'm gonna let you discern and choose whichever video on my website, whichever video on my YouTube. I have hundreds of videos with all very different themes. Go on and choose whichever you feel called to, and see if you actually feel or sense energy healing, if you maybe enjoy it, maybe if it helped you, and let me know. I want your comments. This is an experiment. This is an experience, and I need you to give me the feedback. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for opening yourself to this perspective, and take only what resonates. I hope that this served you. My name is Capucine. I'm an energy healer, and most of my work can be accessed through my website or my Patreon. I'm going to put the links and you can check them out if you want. I hope that you have a beautiful day or a beautiful evening. Bye.